AKA insists this album is his pride and joy. It took 2 years of sleepless nights, constructive criticism, and ups and downs to get it done. The blend of house, dance, and pop music with hip-hop is hard to resist, and like his form in the ring, it's the result of endless hours of training.
How are you?
Are you good?
Good. What's my pink one?
Oh, you brought your gloves.
I brought my gloves.
So you're going to train with us today?
I'm going to try.
Welcome to BFC. This is BFC. This is
Thank you. How are you?
The gold, the king.
Why boxing? I mean, you could have chosen Pilates.
I've always been a very active person, and you know, in school I played a lot of sports. I played rugby, I played cricket, I played basketball, I played football. I decided let me rather just you know, change it up and do something that's a bit interesting and a bit out of my norm. And I love it, man. It keeps me fit, it keeps me motivated, and I just enjoy it, man. It's good for the body, and I've got good friends here at BFC who let me do it for free.
Are you going to show me some tips? I want to have that, you know, that kind of flow today.
Feel like this, so that you can move. You always have to be on your toes. And if you want to move backwards and forwards, front foot forward, back foot.
Right.
Right, so you need to make sure that when you throw, you keep your hands up.
Right.
Don't throw like this.
No, I can throw.
Hands up, and you have to
Is
straight,
it
straight,
a hard
yeah,
jab?
straight. But when you throw it, you have to bring it back quickly. So,
Right.
bah, bah, bah.
Despite a hectic schedule, AKA tries never to miss his boxing training.
That was bad from my side. Okay, no, we need to finish that last one. There.
This being Youth Month, the Triple Sama winning AKA is a compelling role model for young South Africans.
We know you as a super mega talented artist, but take me back to where it all started.
Pretty normal childhood. I was always, you know, someone that was interested in the arts and somebody that was more inclined to being a bit of a show-off.
Really?
I know it's hard to tell. Can you believe it? And even as a 6-year-old, you know, I was that kid that my grandparents would be like, okay, well, come dance for us, or come sing for us, or whatever. So I suppose now in hindsight that I look at it, I suppose I was always destined to do this.
You're one of the only South African hip-hop artists who's really taking Africa by storm.
Africans love to dance, and my album is very like dance, house-based. And it's cool that I came up with this formula to like merge the hip-hop and house. So from a sound perspective, that's always been a focus. But, you know, in terms of the moves that we're making right now and the touring, you know, I've gone to Nigeria twice now over the last year. I've toured there. But it's also more about than just the continent. It's also about expanding into Europe. So I'm off to Germany, and I'm off to the UK, which is going to be pretty awesome.
And how can we forget the BET Awards?
Of course, how could we forget? So on the I think it's the 27th or the 29th, I'll be out there in Los Angeles.
You're busy with a lot of things. You're not
Yes.
only an artist, you're a producer and a businessman.
Yes, and a lover and a fighter and a performer and a general all-round good guy.
And the prince and the king and the champion.
Yeah, so look, it's been a very, very good run for me. People can't really look at me as a new artist anymore, you know. For me to have just won the best male artist at the South African Music Awards says something about my fan base for 5 years deep to still be, you know, busy doing those things. But those are not the only things we're doing. We're doing stuff like TV, and we've got other business ventures that I want to show you a thing or two about. So
Fantastic.
let me go show you what we've been working on.
So, don't you just love this guy?
It's his mother he most relies on for advice, and she must have taught him well because he's making very smart decisions.
I think it's very important as artists that we diversify. It's not just about tours and music and stuff like that. So I'm here with Clive, my bro, my business partner, and we're basically just going to show you a couple of the things we've been working on. Together we're designing a range of headphones, in-ears, and Bluetooth speakers.
The first step in the process is to get a design that speaks to AKA and something that he thinks will work for his fan base. And then once we've chosen the model and the design, we start looking at the internal components and we start engineering the sound if we want more bass, more volume and so on.
Do you know what look and feel you want to go for?
I am thinking of a couple of things, and I think the fans will be very excited. I personally also can't wait for my own speaker, so that's going to be pretty cool. Maybe it can like have crazy lights in it, or maybe like fold up or something, who knows.
En route to a screening of the DVD documentary that accompanies his new album, what struck us most was how well read and informed AKA is. He jokes that it makes him unbeatable at playing 30 seconds, but the fact that the world interests him is what makes him so interesting himself.
Time to check out the documentary.
I feel quite privileged to actually view it with you. Are you doing that old school boyfriend thing? So let's talk about Levels. I mean, it was quite a successful album. Why did you decide to kind of build onto it and release Levels Unlocked?
Well, we had a lot of success with Levels. It came out in 2014, July. It's been about a year now. And we decided to repackage it, add some extra content. You know, we made a documentary about the story behind the album, another documentary, added music videos, just extra content for the fans, really, because the album is approaching gold, so we just wanted to kind of just take it over that line.
You're probably one of the first South African hip-hop artists to do a screening.
Well, I think it's cool that we do extra stuff for the fans. I mean, I'm always very excited to give back to them and make them feel involved, and that I'm thinking about them and that I'm appreciating them. So I think it's cool that we're having this screening, and it's going to be a great vibe.
After thrilling his fans, AKA took off for a tour of the UK's biggest cities. With his nomination for Best International Act Africa, he'll be attending the BET Awards in LA at the end of the month.